I'm wondering if you all can hear me. So I'm up here in this studio. Actually, I'm here where I do my videos, and I'm trying to rearrange my green screen. I'm trying to just make more space up here, you all. So yeah, if you're all watching, can you touch the moon? I don't know which way my hand would go, you all. Hello there, Ella. 78. I'm going to try to get over here on this YouTube channel. Yeah, so if you don't hear from me, that's what I'm doing. Hello. Yes. Hola. Hola. Hola from Maine. That's wonderful. I'm going to come over here, you all. I'm going to see if I can see you on my cell phone. The moon is plasma. Yes. You can hear me? Yeah. Well, what if one day we turn into plasma? We could turn into plasma. Yes. Hello. I hope this is okay, you all, because I'm up here. I got this green screen from my son. It has been last year, and I didn't want to put it up. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Somebody made a song about the moon. It's kind of loud. How about now? Can you hear me? Yeah. So you got to tell me, because I turned this up. I didn't think you could hear me. The screen looks great. That's great. That's wonderful. I've got another green screen in the dryer. I'm trying to get the wrinkles out is what I'm trying to do. So yeah, you all. Yes, it's perfect. That is perfect. Oh, that's wonderful, Moni. See, now I can see you on my phone. That's perfect. It's a paper moon. Yes, it's a paper moon. You all, let me see what okay. I've got to put one more extension over here. You can see, like, I've got a tad bit of a gap because I don't have two of them up, but I got a great big one that like opens up like that, you all. But I thought if I can like just hang those ones up, if I can quit being lazy, I can hang up the other one, is what I can do. After I get the wrinkles out, you all. All you gotta do is just use some PVC pipe. But yeah, you can touch the moon. I don't know how the news people do it. I really don't. Turn it up. Turn it up. I think I can turn it up. Actually, if I had more room on here. I think I got this thing. I got this thing right here tied to I think I got the wire bundled up too much, because I think this has a really long cord, but I can't get to it right now, you all. I cannot. Yes. Oh, we got birds in here? I didn't know we had birds in here. How can I get the birds out? Oh, how can I get the birds out of here? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Because I turned down the birds. Okay, now you tell me if you can hear me now. Because I don't know if I don't tell me. So yeah. Are the birds gone? Aww. I hope one day we don't hear the birds gone. I really do. I hope the birds aren't gone one day, you all. I want to see how big this cord is. I don't know where this cord goes to. I really don't. But it's okay. I think it goes all the way in the back of my computer, and I just can't get to it, is what I think. Let me look at his. Is this okay if I hold this, you all? I am going to have to look at that cord. I'm just trying to give myself some more space when I do a video or I dance. I can have more dancing space. Yeah, oopsie. I'm sorry. That's great. Okay, there is no sounds. But I didn't know how to adjust the sound of the birds. I really didn't. How could you do it? How can you adjust? Oh, I can do it. Are the birds too loud now? I got the birds turned up a little, just a little. Can you hear them? Oh, you love the birds. The birds are beautiful. They really are. Yes, you can hear them. Who got froze? Did I get frozen on here? Oh, don't tell me they did that to me. No, I'm not gonna wiggle on here, you all. I'm not gonna wiggle my body on here. I'm not. 'Cause I don't feel like in a dancing mood. No, don't put me on the spot because I won't do it. I really won't. Oh. Oh, you cannot hear them? I want to turn them up a little bit more if they're talking. I don't know if you can hear them or not. Oh, okay. Well, maybe they only like to sing at certain times. You know, they may only like to sing at certain times. I wish I could make this microphone cord longer, but I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I wanted to get on here and see how this might look like that. Nope, what? Yeah. If your video has frozen, you might have to refresh your app. Or refresh this video right here is what you might have to do. Oh, are they too loud? Are those birds being loud? Yeah, nature does have a frequency. Okay, so the birds aren't too loud. I like to have the birds also. Yeah, her computer's probably done something to it. Probably. Oh, well, you all, that's all right. See, you know, we can make this moon bigger in case we want to see something on the moon. But yeah, we can make it a tad bit bigger, you all. Ah, thank you. Thank you. You know, I wonder how some people, they zoom up so close on that moon. I know they got these high powerful telescopes and stuff, but this is just right here with my right here is with my Nikon camera. It's got a really good zooming capability is what it's got. Let's look at this, you all. We're going to show it. Oh, I'm glad the birds sound really well. I really am. I know I don't know anything about the skull. I really don't. I don't really go watch anybody's YouTube videos. It's just that I do things around here and all of that. Yeah. No, I have a oh, Moni, you have a P1000. A P1000 probably there it was a trade-off for me. A P900 or a P whatever. But I didn't really know which one to get because I'm not that into cameras and stuff like that. I really ain't. You all, let me make this moon come down a little bit more. See, we can have it come down a tad bit more so you can see it. It's like that is what we can do. Well, hello there, Wolverine, Freedom Radio. Yes. You made it, Lisa. I'm glad you made it because I wasn't even planning on doing a video. Can you all still hear me on here? I wanted to maybe one day, you know, people have those headphones on their heads, but I really don't like to wear headphones on my head. I'd rather like wear this if I can, do this if I can do it. We can have the moon rise with us. That moon is, somebody, Bang Bang Mukbang last night said that the moon was like upside down, and it was. The half of it that you could see was literally upside down, and it was like growing that way instead of this way. I don't know if the moon is disappearing or what. Let me see this. Oh, you're so very welcome, you all. I'm just trying out this green screen. I wanted to see how it worked. I wanted to see if you all could hear me. And I'm just waiting on another piece of this. It's like a big sheet. It's like a great big sheet. But it had wrinkles in it, so I stuck it in the dryer, and I'm going to hang it up on this other section over here. I do have like a pull-up one that I use, but I wanted to have more room in here, you all. I did. South Florida. Oh, the birds. Jesse, you love it. The moon was weird yesterday in Queensland. See, I don't have myself really good to where if I go like that, it's like half of me is gone. Just like that. So, you all, I want to tell you something about the metaverse. It truly is being slowly built up to where people will virtually go in, spend so many hours within the metaverse, working and selling, and then they'll earn digital tokens, like tokens. It's really being set up as that, you all, is what's behind it. I think it's going to take a long time for it to catch on, that metaverse, because somebody wrote about that's like the future shopping. Well, you're going to get paid by the work you do on the metaverse. That's what I heard. And it's not here yet, but it will be eventually. I don't want to live in a virtual world, but then look at this. This is kind of virtual. It really is. Technology has literally came a long way. Let me look at this. A video about buzzards. That's the Mark Zuckerberg thing, the metaverse. That's all I know about it. They put these goggles on their face like virtual reality. It's a virtual world and a virtual economy. It's all done online, but yet you still have your life outside of virtual reality. It's like video games and role playing and stuff like that. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's kind of in the future, is what it is. No, you don't want to wear goggles. It's bad enough having to wear glasses. It really is. It's bad enough having to wear glasses all the time. But at least we can see, you know. Hello there, Libra. Hello, everyone. If you're just tuning in, I just wanted to see how this would do, because I'm up here trying to make more space in this studio. It's a small area. It's just like the loft area of our house. But I kind of took it over because it's quiet up here. It's away from downstairs and things like that. Wouldn't it be neat if we could... Now, I was getting ready to say, wouldn't it be neat if you could be on, if somebody could be on here with me at the same time? Guess what? That's what they're working on too. You will literally be able, this is what I heard, you'll literally be able, whether you like it or not, there's some people might like it, put on your virtual whatever, and you will go to work virtually, and your co-workers will meet you in virtual reality, and you'll work. That is virtual work. That's what I saw. I saw this long time ago. They all get together and they work. You go in there in the virtual land and do that type of work. It's very, very, very sci-fi. It's like the holodeck. The holodeck on Star Trek is what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like now that, you know how they would go there on a vacation? That's what they're trying to build. And if they're trying to build it, you know that's already built because they showed that on Star Trek. That was a clue, is what it was. Song of Love. Yes, there was actually a theory, and I cannot remember the very name of the theory about something about what you're talking about. Something about that. If I can remember the theory, I will tell you all. I really will. I'll tell you the name of it that they're thinking, because it's not reality yet, but one day it's probably going to be reality because they're literally going to build it. They're going to bring it into our reality. Oh, Evelyn, honey, you go on. You go do what you got to do. Yeah, because I'll have to do things shortly. I'll have to go do what I got to do too. Could you all still hear me when this wasn't like this? That. Let me see this. Google goggle. Wow. That could be. It does kind of make sense, you all. It does. It kind of makes sense. Wolverine. You told me I'm rather loud. Is it rather loud? Renee, honey, thank you. So I've got to be able to find a happy medium. If I'm over here away from that microphone, I got to know what's loud and not loud. Perhaps you got your phone turned up too loud, or your computer. Good night, Tulika. The microphone sounds better. Well, I think it does. Probably does sound better, you all. I can hold it like this, but I need a little bit more cord on it, even though it has a whole bunch of cord. I think I got it wound it up in like a zip tie or something like that. Yeah, you want good quality. They say you want good quality videos is what you want. Does the dark spots on the moon look different? You know, I've often thought about the dark spots on the moon, especially the ones right over here at the top. These ones, how can I get my hand over there? My hand won't reach. I'd have to move my body, my screen over there. Especially those dark spots, because they look like they have shadows on them. Like dark plasma, like cloud shadows, is what I think. Yes, you all please hit that like button. You can hit it. You really can hit it. Well, just push it. Push that button. Oh, you can hear me. I'm turned up all the way. I can hear you clearly with the microphone. But if my voice is away from it, you can't hear it as well. Yeah. Have I seen any unidentified area phenomenon UFOs in the sky yet so far in 2022? I have on some live webcams. I haven't really been looking here because our sky is so ever changing. It's blue outside right now. It's literally this type of blue. I actually went walking around in the yard again. I did. I'll walk around in the yard in the mornings. I'll do like 4 laps. And then in the afternoon, while the sun is still up, I'm going to do 4 more laps. It's a really good, it feels good to do it. It really does. So I'm very thankful to my friend on the Telegram for telling me, Gina, honey, put down the phone, take time for yourself, and go do something for yourself. Connect with nature. And I love nature, and it was really I didn't like to hear it at first, but then I thought about it. I thought, yeah, I can do it. And I feel a lot better, you all. I really do. Even though it's cold outside, I get to walk up and down like that. So it's great. So how did I get on that? Oh, yeah. It's this color of blue outside this morning. Although it's cold, it was like 9 degrees when I woke up this morning, but it's going to get probably around 30 or so maybe today. Is Enoch actually who we think he is? Was who came first, Enoch or Noah? Yeah. Oh, yes, the microphone filters out. Yeah, I'd rather hold the microphone, but I'm kind of confined here. But that's okay. I have to kind of bend over unless I put my camera. See, I've even got different positions now that I've put on my back wall where I can literally put the camera based on the height or something like that. Enoch is Noah's. That's, thank you. That's Ruthie, honey. That's exactly what I wanted to know because I thought I read that. I thought I read that. So that's why I said that. Thank you, Lisa. I was thinking, how throughout our lives we have people that literally do their very best to stifle our growth. Literally stifle our growth in life. All throughout your life, I'm sure that you have probably ran into people like that who do that. I did. I did. And they don't give up. But guess what? I didn't give up. I'd get upset, and then I thought it's not worth it, and I just, boom, walk away because it's not worth it. But there's people in our lives who don't like us. They will do everything within their power to put out your light, to make your light dim when your light is shining bright. And I know you all have experienced this. You have a bright light on the inside of you, and you're happy. You're happy all the time, the majority of the time, in a good mood. And you have some people, or you have encountered throughout your life, some people who do not like that, because they think, how can anybody be that happy? It actually turns them off because of the spirit within them. But that's okay, you all. You go ahead and let that light shine, and don't let nobody put your light out and cover it up. Don't let them do it. Don't let them stifle you either, and don't give up. No matter what you do, don't give up. Keep going. Press onward. Press right through the all the ridicules that people do ridicule others. Push right through all of it. Tune it all out. Say, you know what? What you think of me doesn't matter. Okay, you can tell them that. What you think of me doesn't matter. And it doesn't. What matters is what God thinks of you and what you think of yourself and what your good friends and your good family say about you. A total stranger? No. You don't listen to total strangers and people who don't care about you, who think that they want to define who you are. Don't listen to them, you all. Please don't do it, because you don't need that in your life, and it will stifle you. It really will stifle you. But that's okay. That's okay, because you can move beyond it. It's probably a little test in your life to build up character. Just think of it that way. It's a chance for me to build up character. It's a chance for me to grow. You will grow as long as you just keep pressing on. Let me see what we got going on. This sounds great. That's wonderful. I want it to sound great. I think my head is partially cut off, but if I can just stand back here a little, we can do it. We got this beautiful moon. Even though it may be fake, it still looks nice. It's a very common object we've seen throughout our life. It really is. It's a part of us, part of our world. It's been here since I was born. A moon in the sky and a sun in the sky. So yeah. Yes, don't let nobody do it. Yes. Um, you realize every experience, good and bad, is to teach us. That's exactly right. Uh, it's exactly right. Ah, Dora Emma, that's wonderful. There's a lot of people who have encountered UFOs. They really have. I'm sure a lot of you have seen what you thought, is that a UFO in the sky up there, sometime throughout your life? And if you had to ask yourself, probably was, because your spirit probably told you that it was a UFO. No, I'm not going to dance. I'm not going to dance right now. Nope. I'm not going to dance right now. I have to be in the mood to dance, and I'm not really in a dancing mood right now. That we can show this, you all. There's no rabbit in the moon. Who said there's a rabbit in the moon? I don't think there is a rabbit in the moon. There's probably other things in the moon. Probably the moon is hollow. Um, Probably lots of beings in the moon. Maybe some beings that people don't want to see, don't want to know about. Whew. Uh, Luna. Yes. I like to give hugs. I really do. I am a hugger. I like to give hugs. I was taught very young, when you shake somebody's hand, um, to greet them, don't give them that limpy hand. Don't do that, because you thought, oh, it's like you're not. Your handshake tells a lot about you. It really does. I was told at a very young age, when you shake somebody's hand, just give it a little squeeze. Um, yeah, you don't want to be floppy like a fish, you all. But there are some people who are a little timid, and when that you shake their hand is like, it's like they're a little scared to shake your hand, or they, yeah. Oh, there's lots of people who want to be a moderator. There was someone last night said, Gina, I should be a moderator. Um, and I will answer that question. I'm very particular who moderates. I have to be literally led within my spirit, is what I have to be led within my spirit, to have certain people moderate. Because if I'm not feeling it, it's not going to happen. It's not. It really isn't. And it's no offense to anybody, no offense to anybody at all. I have to feel within my spirit. If my spirit says, Gina, you could really use another moderator, and you might consider, I would be drawn to it. How about that? I would. Um, oh, Ruthie, honey. No, you ain't got to have a fun name like that. I do like saying bang, bang, mucka bang. it's, it's got a ring on it, and I'm out here in the country, and I think that sounds so neat. Bang, bang, mucka bang. Let me tell you about my neighbor. So, I was outside this morning. My son came by, and it was really cold out. I had my coveralls on, drinking a hot cup of tea. It was like around 8 o'clock in the morning, and my son was outside too. And it's cold here, and there's still a little bit of snow on the ground, and we see this truck going down the road in front of the driveway, and all of a sudden, boom, the hood on his pickup truck literally flies all the way up to his windshield. And I thought, oh my gosh, he wasn't going that fast, but he literally stopped. And we was standing out there looking at him, and my son started walking up there. Somebody stopped in front of the guy because it's a kind of a dangerous area. Asked him if he needed help. He said no. And my son said, you know, you can back into the driveway and, you know, do your hood. But I just so happened to be this man. He recognized me that goes to the church up the road. He said, I haven't seen you in a long time. But yeah, it was pretty neat. It wasn't neat that his hood flew up like that, but he bent one of the hinges where it has the spring loaded. It was the strangest thing to see that happen to somebody. Your hood literally, boom, flew up like that. But you know what he did? He took straps, those one things with the hooks on them and the ratcheting straps, strapped down the top of his hood across that way, and then he strapped down the other part going underneath and up to his bumper. That's how they got to do it out here in the country. But he didn't let it deter him. He was going to go pick up a fifth wheel that someone had bought because they needed a place to stay, and he was going to pick it up and take it to them. So yeah, it's pretty neat. He didn't let it stop him. He just kept on going with his hood strapped down like that. Yeah, so you don't even have to let things like that. You don't have to let stuff like that stop you. If you've got something you want to do and you want to help out somebody, you just keep going. It's just a minor bump in the road. That's all it is, a minor bump in the road. Yeah, a lot of people try to bring other people down. And guess what? When they can't bring certain people down, they go after other people. It's how it works, really. They'll just go find somebody who they can so it can feed them, feed their energy so they can, like, do it. Yeshua's My Promise, the docking station. Are you talking about the docking station? Hello there, King of Hucamundo. You have joined us. You're talking about the docking station at the sun, around the sun? I didn't even see you slip in there. That's okay. I'm doing great. I'm just trying to get this green screen thing better, make it more operational, more flexible, so I can use it better, is what I'm trying to do. I'm actually taking time out to do that because it was a little bit crowded up here, is what it was. Yes, love you too, King of Hookamundo. And Gina knows she's not saying it right, but that doesn't matter. It does not matter. Oh, you know, when I talk, I really do. I'd rather stand if I can talk. If I have something to say, I'd rather stand up and say it. I really would. And at times at night, I don't mind sitting. The only reason I sit at night is because, well, I didn't have my camera in the right position. And I'd have to hold this phone. If I'm showing something, I want to sit there and show it. I do. But I can stand. It's okay. I like to stand. The second shift job I had, I was on my feet all the time. And it's okay. Because once I would sit down, that was the end of me. So if I can stand up, that'd be a lot better. I would like to ask this. Should I get something like that goes over my head with just only a teeny tiny mouthpiece? for when I do stand up, or just hold this thing like that. Because I've been thinking, what else can I do to get myself organized? Because I'm kind of unorganized, you all. I'm an unorganized individual. I really am in some instances, regardless of what other people think. Okay, that's right. They may think that I'm organized, but I really am not. I get disorganized. Oh, Evelyn. Hold this like this. Well, I can hold it like this, you all, but I'd like to be able to stretch my body. I'd like to stand up. I could probably stand up if I tilted my camera a little bit more up here. It's I don't want my head cut off. One day it might be my head. It might be yours too. I'm just being real. It's okay. That is all right, you all, because we're just a spirit, and this body is all we are. One spirit in this body. Yeah, it does. It does. It disappears when I go into the moon. It's like this. I can like get my body over here like that. When it comes up, I'll get in front of it. Yeah, it does, because it's hard to balance it. If you've ever done like a green screen thing with these chrome filters, it's literally hard to balance, know what to do, and the only way you learn is practice, practice, practice. Okay, that's how you learn. Practice all the time. Yeah, I don't want to be a really organized people. And I'm not one who literally has to write down everything that I need to do. I don't do that. I really don't. I would rather to, if something comes up, I don't have a problem stopping what I'm doing right then and there and doing that something. That's how I want to be. I'm very flexible. I can bend. And I can move from one thing to another. That's what I can do. Some people who are interrupted, they don't like it. Puts them in a bad mood, and they like routine. Don't give them something out of the ordinary that they have not planned for, because they're not too happy if something happens and they get interrupted. They get a little disgruntled. Maybe I can't hang the mic down, you all. You can see that string. This is about as high as it can get, but then it's like yeah. I've got the cord. I'm pretty sure that I've got the cord on this microphone literally bunched up in the back of this computer, is what I'm pretty sure, because I think I remember it being very, very long, and I don't like to have cords all over the place. Inky and Enlo video. Oh, Stadia. I haven't heard through DD Go what DD Go is, but that's okay. Welcome. Claudio, I'm doing great. I really am. I'm just trying this green screen out and seeing how it works. I'm trying to get my act together somewhat to make it more workable. You vote for the shirt clip microphone option. Oh, do they have something like that? Now I can look into something like that. I never thought about that, because I don't really need to hear anything on the other end. I don't. So I like that. Thank you. I did not even think about that. All I thought about was, when people have those big headphones on their heads and the mic, but I don't really like things like that on my heads. I got one head, you all. I don't have multiple heads on my head. I don't. Um, so yeah, that's a great idea. That is really a great idea. If they have this, like this is Rode microphone. My son actually bought it for me when I started doing this. I said I need something to other than my cell phone, so he got me a good microphone and a camera, a Logitech camera. So it's great. So I'm going to look into a Rode phone clip. I really do like that. So thank you. I really, really love it. It's a wonderful idea. It solves my problem, which it isn't a problem, but it resonates with my spirit. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So thank you. Somebody got in timeout. Jesse, honey, did I put you in timeout? Or an over the head mic button? I don't know what that is, an over the head mic button. Moni don't have sound anymore. You might need to log off this video and then log back onto this video and your sound might come. Can you all hear me? You all hit that like button. Oh, you just posted a video on Inky, one of his UFOs. I just heard of Inky when I first started this journey, and I'm telling you what, when somebody told me about Inky and Enlil, and they kept messaging me on the messenger over and over and over and over, I thought, I don't know what kind of talk this is, because I never heard of it and I didn't want to hear of it. But as the years passed, there's something to it. So yeah, that's how I learned about it. At first I didn't want to hear it, but I was able to open my mind a little bit more and think outside the box. You're late, Trina, honey. You're right on time. You got here exactly when you was meant to get here. That's what happened. You got here when you was meant to get here. Otherwise, you wouldn't have got here at this time. Oh, see, we can do this, you all. I have no idea how long I've been on here. Does anybody know how long I've been on here? Because I think I've got to go get that other green screen out of the dryer. I'm sure the wrinkles are out of it. These green screen sheets, they're like they're probably like a queen size sheet on your bed. And they even have, let me tell you what they have on them. You know how your sheet at the top, it has that like folded over part and there's like a hole in it? That's exactly what these are. They're like sheets is what they are. They're like a sheet. And you just stick them on a PVC pipe or something like that and just string them across is what you can do. Oh. Yeah. That's it? I've only been on here for 33 minutes. Wow, that's not bad at all. That's wonderful. It really is wonderful. You think mukbang did to show you what a moderator does? Mukbang. Yeah. Hello there. A son of Max, father of plenty. Yes, you are. Yeah. No, there is no coincidence. There really isn't any coincidence in life. I think it's all divine synchronicity at times. I really do. There's a moment in time when certain people are meant to cross your path in life. There really are. Or there really is. I can use correct grammar, you all. It was one of my favorite subjects in high school, was grammar. I just don't do it at times, but that's okay. I know I didn't just see something come out from the side of this moon. I know I didn't. Because that would be really weird if I did. And I don't think I ever seen something like that in this video. Oh, Curtis. Oh my gosh. Then that's the first time I've ever done anything like that in my life. I'm glad it's the actual moon itself. I really am. I'm glad it's the actual moon, because you will not catch me doing something like that. That's not me. That's not me, you all. That's kind of funny. It is. I have a little sense of humor. Yeah. So that's kind of appropriate to say. It really is. I'd rather be accused of doing that than the other. I really would. Yes. That is. That's funny. It is funny. Michael Marcelo. Yeah. So let me see this, you all. Am I messing anything up? Yeah. So I'm just on here trying this out. I really am. Let me see. Let me see, you all. Let me see this. Let me see. I want to see if I can. And can I see if I can do another media on here? I really want to try to find a different media really fast. If you're all watching me, to see what's going on. I'm going to try it if I can find it. I'm going to do this, you all. So I hope you can still hear me. I'm going to shrink myself down, because we got this.
This is in the
right
western
here.
sky. Look at the colors. It's beautiful. I'm going to try to hold it still.
I couldn't tell you which one this one was either. Actually, I think it was supposed to have been Mars. I really do. I think this was supposed to be Mars right here. Actually, it looks really big on here. It looks really big. Wait. Which? Oh, you are. I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay, then we got this one. This really got zoomed up really a lot. Now that is not a UFO, but some may call it a UFO. They really might. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, can you all see that on there?
Get it back. Shoot.
Let me look at this. What if stars were souls that came to the earth? What if they were? You know, that's what the stars I used to get that shape at times when I zoomed up on the stars.
This is in the western sky.
I don't get that shape
Look
anymore.
at the
I get
colors.
a different,
it's beautiful.
like a polygon shape or a hexagon shape on these stars.
I'm going to try to hold it still.
This is what I get. So you can see them. If I do that, I'm going to see if I can find a different media, you all, to see how this does on here. Just a slightly different one if I can. Only a little slightly different one is it. It might be a little hard. Let me see what's in this picture. Oh. I'm trying to look. I think I want this one right here, and I want to make it loop. So let me try this one, you all. I want to get rid of the media source 2, and then I want to put on this one right here. That one looks really pretty. It really does. if I can keep it in this picture. Oh, it's gotten really big. It's got really big. See, now, does that look like a normal star to you? Because it really doesn't look like a normal star to me based on its shape. This really does kind of look like a ship or something. You know, it's going all over the place because I just took a random video to look at. Stars and yes, Yeshua's. Yeah, let me get this out of the way. See, isn't that neat looking? Can you hear that talking? Is it talking to you? Now, let's put myself right here. I'll be right by that star, you all. See, if you look at the inside of that, if the shape that it has, the shape that this star has on the inside, it looks like a geometric shape is really what it looks like. If it comes back down here, I hope it will come back down. It went somewhere. It's got to start back over. Look at that. It's literally, the colors on these they're really healing. They're beautiful colors. They really are. Oh yes, a gas giant. Well, it could be a gas giant. They're neat looking. They're so neat looking. It's so cold outside now to go outside and film these stars, but it's okay. It really is. I actually had a starry night last night, but it was too cold to go outside. It was like 5 degrees or something outside, which was really cold. I'm not sure what tachyon crystals are. Or I really am not. Let me put this right here, you all. I probably am going to go. I want to go, but I want to thank you all for coming on here and talking with me, because I wanted to try out this green screen, and I know that other one is in the dryer, and I know the wrinkles are all out of it, and I want to hang it up in here. So yeah, it's wonderful. It's really wonderful. Yeah. Well, everything is electric. Everything has electricity running through it is what I think. Everything has electricity running through it. And it's okay. It's okay. It really is. Yes, this was created by the most intelligent species that is, that was, and that is to come. It's right there. It's like that consciousness that is much greater than man's, much more vast than the universe and anything. Yeah, has no beginning and no end. It's really wonderful. Aww. So you all, I'm going to go. You all. I want to thank you again for coming on here. Thank you, King Ahukamundo. And thank you all for, this has been a really nice chat. That's really been wonderful. So thank you a lot for coming on here. It's been peaceful and I loved it. I did. It's a nice. So I'm going to get back to trying to straighten this area up here a little bit more, so I can stand up. That's right, stand up. Blessings to you all too. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you all once again. It's really been enjoyable to be on here with you all. It is. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Now I got to come over here and push this button.